Hey guys, Randy with Lowbuck LS here. I had a company reach out to me and ask if I wanted to try these LED headlights from Auxito, so I thought we'd give them a try. And to test if they're actually better than the stock headlights, I thought we would use this little Amazon light meter and see if these LED headlights are better than stock. So we'll go inside and unbox these, and then we will put these in my 2012 GMC. Okay, we'll go ahead with our unboxing here. So like I said, these lights are from Auxito. These ones are DDY19. It's the equivalent to H11 bulb, which is the low beam bulb in these GMT 900 trucks. So even though I'll be changing the bulbs on a 2012 GMC Sierra 1500, the process should be the same for any GMC Sierra or Chevy Silverado from 2007 to 2014. So let's see what's in here. They've got some gloves, some zip ties, and a little Allen wrench type thing. Here are the bulbs themselves. So this is what it looks like. Basically got like a LED light element on either side of it. Let me move this box out of the way. And this short piece of cable with some kind of controller or ballast in there. So we will head over to the truck now, and like I said, first I'm going to read through this instruction manual, and then we will go ahead and install them in the truck and see how they do. Alright guys, so the headlight bulbs they sent us are the low beams, so you can see it's actually the upper bulb on these 2012 GMC Sierra 1500. So I'm going to, we'll start with the driver's side, but just to make it easier to see, so I can demonstrate here, I'm going to pull this, like there's like a tray for if you had double batteries here. Okay, so I got that battery tray out. There was actually 7 bolts. There was 5 in the bottom, and then 2 back here and 1 here. And then there's still 1 more bolt down at the bottom of this windshield washer reservoir, but I can flex it back enough that I can get at that low beam headlight bulb. So there's the high beam one right there. You can kind of see the low beam one in the crack of that bracket there. Let's try. That's kind of the view from the top. I'll reach in here with my hand, and you just got to kind of turn it. There it is there. So you've got these 3 tabs right there that go into a hole in the back of the headlight assembly. Got my white gloves on that came in the box. Neighbor's starting up his little Ford Ranger. Kind of hard to get these little clips off on the side, but basically, yeah, there's those 2 clips right there that have to come off, and there you can see those 3 tabs. So the way this was installed, this big tab was towards the fender, so you can see, whoop, dropping tools here, this big tab on the Auxito light will have to go towards the fender. So I'm going to go ahead, pull this back. Is a little bit tricky. Okay, so I got it pushed in there, and then yeah, you basically line up the tabs, push it in, and then turn it into place. So I got it to lock in there now. Now we will take the plug-in and the old connector that was plugged into the existing light, and should plug in just like that. And later I'll zip tie that up, but for now, let's go over to the other side and we'll show you how to change the one out on the passenger side. Okay, passenger side, you can see right in that crack there, or maybe you can't see, that's where I've got to get to. So I'm going to take this airbox lid off. There are at least 3 or 4 screws around the edge of the airbox. Then you got to unplug this mass airflow sensor, and I'll undo this big hose clamp here, and we'll just pull that airbox right out. So to undo this mass airflow connector, you slide this. I had to take a screwdriver, you pry this little piece out like that, and then press on here, and then it unplugs. So I've got that airbox out of the way, and there is the high beam bulb. Low beam bulb again is kind of hidden behind that, but let's reach in there. You can see where I'm grabbing it there. I give it a twist like that, and then pull it out of there. And we'll do the same thing here. Unplug that connector and install the Auxito H11 bulb and hook up the wires to it. Okay, just putting my white gloves back on. It's the same thing on this one. This wide tab goes towards the fender, so I'll unclip this guy and clip in this Auxito bulb. Another thing I noticed while looking at this, these actually have a built-in cooling fan, so that right there is a fan built onto the side of it. So just looking at this again, there's the wide tab, so that's going to go towards the fender. So twist it in just like that. It's actually pretty simple to install. So I'm going to put this airbox back in, hook my mass airflow sensor back up, and I think I'm actually going to put the factory bulb back in on one side just so we can do a comparison. Alright guys, it's starting to get a little darker here, so turn my truck around and I'm just shining the headlights on the garage door here, but you can see a huge difference this way. Like, check that out. And if I use my little light meter here, see how this works on the Auxito headlight, 3124 lux. If I move over to the factory headlight, kind of put it in the brightest, 2159 or 2100-ish. Let's move back to the, and you can just see by the light on the garage door, like 3100 lux. So I'm actually quite impressed. I'm looking over here, that one's nice and bright, that one's not so bright. You can really see the difference when it's shining on the garage door there. So I am actually quite impressed. I think I'm going to go ahead and spend some of my own money and order the high beam bulbs that correspond with this. So if you guys want to pick some of these bulbs up, there's a link in the description, and I've also got a coupon code. If you type Lowbuck LS as a coupon code on checkout, I think it'll give you 15% off. So thanks guys.